Morning, guys. We're dealing with these crazy temperatures. Freezing cold, I wouldn't say hot, but it seems hot after a couple of cold days. I'm gonna get in here today and try to get the water supply lines pulled to the master bathroom, the other small bathroom, and the kitchen, and all of that fun stuff. I need to get my laser set up, get all that stuff drug in here, get ready to start marking some stuff, drilling some holes, and see if I can get some of this stuff pulled. We're supposed to get some weather coming in today. I don't know if it's going to make it here or not, but hopefully with this weather we have coming in, it'll put out some of the fires. Yesterday there was wildfires everywhere. We drove around for a couple of hours, and I bet we covered 150 miles yesterday, and everywhere we went there were just people fighting fires. You can see it all through the mountains. So hopefully if we get some rain, it'll help the firefighters out. Some of it may be controlled burns, I don't know, but I'm sure some of it's not. It's been getting really, really windy. This time of year, it starts warming up. People want to get out and start burning things. And then the wind kicks up, and next thing you know, it's out of hand. So now I just run down through here using my laser to mark where I need to drill each one of my holes. I have 4 holes that's going to come down about half the room, and then 2 more holes will continue on and come down for the shower. Got all my holes drilled. We're gonna come through here. I'm gonna attempt to pull this in one continuous string all the way up. I don't have that many bends. I have one that is right here that turns and goes up through there, and then then I have to go all the way up there, and then I can terminate at the manifold. I'm gonna have a couple of T's to put in anyway, but the less I have to break these lines, the better. I just don't want to. I know in the upstairs bathroom we had a lot of connections, but I mean, it is what it is. There just wasn't a place to. It was too crowded to get everything in there the way I wanted. Down here we have 2 of 6 walls. Everything's a little more spaced out. So hopefully I can get this pulled in there. I don't know. We'll see. See, it's gonna have to be on the outside. This is going to be the fun part, getting through this last one. Well, that actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. All my bends are nice and slow, you know, long radius. I didn't have any tight bends to worry about, so it actually pulled pretty easy. I thought I'd have a little trouble by myself, and I don't have an uncoiler or any of that stuff, so I drug it outside, let the sun sit on it and kind of warm it up a little. It worked just fine. So I need to come in and put my bracing in and tie the hoses down to that. I do have one more. This outside blue hose, I need to cut it and put a T in it. That'll be the only break in this whole system. That T is actually going to go off to the toilet. So I don't want to run a separate line just for the toilet, so I'll split that. That'll be, for this bathroom, that will be the only break in any of the lines. So that worked out pretty good. Hopefully I can do the same thing on the other end with the kitchen, the other bathroom, refrigerator, all that stuff. So let me go ahead and get some bracing cut, try to get it put in place right quick, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's starting to warm up. We had a cold front blow through. It was really cold this morning. It was sleeting and a little snow, and now it's warming back up again. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up right quick and move on to something else. All right, I got all this finished. I did, you can see up here, I did have to break this one, which turns and runs down here for the toilet. I know I'm gonna get some questions about this outlet that's right here by the toilet. We'll probably end up moving that one. We kind of changed the way we're gonna do the bathroom a little bit, so we moved the toilet over there. The plug was already there. So, we get ready to set it in place. If it's going to be in the way, we're going to pull it out. If not, it'd be a good place where you could put a little space heater or something down there and blowing air this way. I don't know, but we can always move it. It was there before the toilet decided to be there. But the rest, yeah, all the rest of this is done. I'm going to start working on the other bathroom, which is the third downstairs, or the second downstairs bathroom, third one overall. That and the kitchen, and then all the supply lines will be pulled. So we get all the supply lines pulled, we can now terminate everything to the manifold that's all the way up at the top. I'm still waiting on the water heater to come in so I can get it mounted. I guess that'll be it for the water supply. Next is running all the drains and the vents and all of that stuff. Really shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be kind of tricky doing some of the vents because there's just not a lot of space to put everything. We don't have an open attic to run things in, so it's gonna get a little creative, but it's not that big a deal. We'll figure it out. It has finally warmed up today. It was 20s this morning, and I think we're gonna be 60 this afternoon, so yeehaw. All right, here we go. We have, the bedroom is, master bath is finished. The bathroom upstairs is finished. I'm standing in the little small half bath that joins back up against the kitchen and the pantry area, and have all my holes drilled. I am going to share the same water supply with the kitchen as with this bathroom. It's just a small half bath. There's just going to be a toilet and a sink in here. So there's no need to run separate lines for all this other stuff. There's just no sense in it. The only individual line I'm going to run here is to the refrigerator for the ice maker, and that's just so I don't have to have multiple tees in one line. I've only got to pull 3 lines from the manifold to here to knock out the refrigerator, sink, dishwasher, this whole bathroom, and everything. Just 3 lines, so it's pretty simple. So I've got all my holes drilled. I'm going to set up now and go ahead and start pulling this tubing or pipe, and yeah, see if I can get this knocked out early today. I am going to drag this stuff outside and let it warm up in the sun just a little bit. See if it'll help kind of make some of these turns. Here we go. All right, guys, that has all of this wrapped up. I have this bathroom. All the downstairs stuff is done. The only thing left to do will be for the washing machine, and I need to get a couple connections first before I do that. I have not, let me turn this around. I'll tell you what, let me come around on the other side. All right, the kitchen, the water in the kitchen is actually going to come through the floor. We have an island kitchen. The sink, dishwasher, that stuff it's in the island. I don't want to have that sticking up out of the floor right now until we put the island in here. It's only about a 10-foot pull, so it's not that big a deal. You can see right here, I do have this stubbed out, if you can see. All I have to do is just connect that, run it down through the floor, come back up over here, and that's done. But I don't want to do that right now and have that laying all on the ground and all that. So I can just cap that and do all my testing that I have to do, and then it's just one little short test whenever we get ready to finish this up. Hopefully here in a couple of months, we will be working on cabinets and all that, and I can do that then. The kitchen is going to be one of the first things that we work on. So that's just about got this part wrapped up. Like I said, I still have to do the washing machine. I need to do some work over there before I can put that in, but that's no big deal. I'll have that knocked out here in a couple of days. I'm about ready to start on all the drains and the vents, and yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Not a lot of room in here to do all that stuff, but nevertheless, it's got to be done. So that's got that part finished. We have been working on something else. We're still working on getting ready for the barn and the other animals. I'll walk out there and I'll show you what we've been doing. All right, you can see we've been doing some clearing back here. We're not clear cutting anything. We're getting rid of a lot of smaller trees. A couple of videos back, I mentioned that I had a guy coming out here. He needed some firewood. I needed some trees gone, so it worked out good for both of us. And man, it's really looking good. We're pushing all the tops up, and just there was a bunch of dead stuff in here, and they couldn't get any grass to grow. It was just completely covered in leaves and whatnot, ticks. So we burned it off. We took a lot of this rotten stuff, pushed it up into a pile, and burned it off. And now we're getting ready to overseed it and turn this all into grass. Grass and weeds and all the fun stuff that goats like. We're probably going to put pigs in here first until we get that barn built, which will be coming up this next year. But, you know, baby steps. So that's it. And a lot of things happening. It's not happening real fast, but it's happening consistently. You don't get to see it all on YouTube because sometimes I just don't have time to film it all. But we are making progress. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this one up. I need to go in and get some stuff done. It's time to start ordering more stuff. Seems like I'm always spending money out here, but